Hey there, welcome to day 111 of playing chess every day until I reach 1500 Elo. Currently we're at 1275 after 2 wins yesterday. And let's go ahead and jump into another one for today here. Okay, up against 1279 here. And we got white. Oh, oops, I was actually not... Okay, there we go. I didn't have my screen up there. Okay, into a regular London here. Okay, let's go with c4 here against the two knights. And let's get this knight out. Just maybe put more pressure here. He attacks the knight. Either go here, or I could go here to retake with a knight once if he decides to take that. This is not an idea because there's no check there. I don't think it would do too much even if there was a check, because then he would just bring his knight out. Do I want to actually push and encourage him to trade though? Just to get it over with, or I think let's just develop this knight. We don't care about taking back like that. Oh wait, but then I don't really want him to go there, so let's push this pawn first and then develop the knight. Make our escape square for the bishop. Oh yeah, actually I realized I always forget about this when they double attack with the knight there. So I should have actually just encouraged him to go ahead and take. So now I'm gonna need to defend like this. Yeah, I've gotten in trouble the other day. In a similar position here, I pushed f3 and then got checked here, and then it was a disaster. I think I somehow ended up winning that game, or was that the one I drew? I don't remember, but I don't think I lost it. Or maybe I did. I can't remember which game it was exactly. So yeah, we have two attackers here. I don't know if queen here is any good. I'm thinking just defend with the rook. Seems good. Is the knight threatening anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'll just defend with the rook. And then I definitely want to get rid of this knight here, but I don't want to jump the gun and play f3 right away, because that was my issue I got in the other day. So I could either try to trade for the knight. I mean, I can't trade this right now because it's pinned, but I could try to trade for it, or I could play f3 once I'm castled, maybe. Once my king is safe. So this knight here, he could kick me though. Maybe I trade. Okay, he brings the king in right away anyway, but I think if I just go here. Oh no. Wait. If I go here, and he takes here and I take and then he takes. No, but I have the bishop defending as well. So I have two defenders, so I think I'm fine to go there and kick him. Otherwise I could also just use the queen. Maybe just queen here, because then I develop as well. Whereas this could be a weakening move. Does force him to do something though. Yeah, I'm kind of liking using the queen. Queen here. This bishop can't get in the game. This one can take. This knight can't really do anything. Wait, is there any threat over here? It takes. We're good there. This is going to be covered by the queen. So, okay, I think I'm able to discard with the queen, although, yeah, I miss stuff a lot in defensive position, so I gotta make sure try to make sure that I check everything. But yeah, I do like developing the queen to this square, so as long as there's no big drawback, I don't think that there is, then I think it's good to get here. On f3. I mean, I can't kick the knight anymore, but it's not too big of a concern. And then I have the option of maybe doing this and getting rid of his knight, but then if he takes with the queen, then it does mess up my pawns a little bit. If we just trade off those pieces. Okay, just castles, interesting. I think, actually, first thing I want to do is just this. Just kick the bishop. Just go ahead and get that trade. Actually, do I ever want to take here? This is only, if I unpin, I can win this. Win a pawn there. But not until I'm unpinned. He's probably just going to take. But yeah, I think I'll just capture here. And then, now I could go here and he could capture, and then maintain the pin. And actually, if he does that, then I have to play knight here to defend. And then my bishop is kind of trapped in, but he is down some material. I think I'm just going to play that, because I think as long as we can hold it together with the knight here, probably is okay. Okay, he does do that. Okay, knight here. Let me just think if there's anything else. Yeah, I think the knight is the only way. Also, I might, no, if I take here, he just takes. So I think I will end up losing that pawn, actually, because knight here blocks that. But I'm up +1, and then we would be equal. He would just be up a bunch of pawns for a piece, I believe. Yeah, I think this is the only option, though. And then I think I will probably just play here, kick the queen, bring the bishop here, and try to castle this way. Okay, he's immediately throwing his pawns across the board, so that could be pretty dangerous. He's not capturing. Is there a way I can... Actually, he didn't take this pawn. Do I take it or do I play here? Then his bishop's a little locked off. He probably will just end up trading it, though. Also, this pawn is hanging. I almost want to just take that pawn, because that one seems like could be important. Okay, let's take this one first, and then take that one. Just take both pawns. I mean, I'm going to have to worry about this pushing forward, but if I can blockade it, I mean, if we trade the bishop for the knight, and I can get the rook in front of it, then maybe it's okay. But yeah, I think we just take this pawn so I don't lose one, and then we capture this one. I don't think he can do anything from that, and then I want to kick the queen, get the bishop here, maybe try to trade the bishop for his strong knight if he doesn't trade it here. The other option is still pushing, though, but I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, I don't think I want to push. I think I'm just going to trade it. Okay, trade there. Do I kick the queen first? Then he's able to guard the pawn. If I go here, he pushes. He's getting close to promoting, but I think as long as we can get this trade to happen, get out of the pin, basically. So here, here, here. Where's the queen gonna go? Here, maybe. Oh, but then, yeah, the bishop is under attack again. So bishop back or something. Push again. Bishop here. Push again. Castle. Remote. And we take, and I think we're in time. Okay, it seems dangerous. The other option is just forget about trying to win this pawn. I am already up +1, and just, even though I think I calculated, I could have missed something. So the other option is just playing this first, doing this, and then castling quicker. Okay, I think I will do that. Let's try to be safer. Let's go the safer route. Wait, there could be a risk. No, there's not. Here, I was going to say, but... Yeah. And... Is there any... Are there any dangers here? This is guarded twice. Yeah, we're going to castle and get out of the pin in just a second, so I think we're fine. We're going to have time to stop the pawn. Okay. He develops his bishop instead. Okay, no, I can't take that because he is guarding it now. This also could, if the knight moves, end up hanging. Is there any threats here? I don't think so. I think he's just developing it. I don't see an immediate threat from that. Could also kick it. Not sure why I would do that though. I think just castle. Oh, I missed that fork actually. Okay. So queen needs to move. I can take the pawn. So I'll take the pawn. He takes the rook. I mean, this knight was so strong anyway that I'm not even too worried about. I'm not too upset about taking him taking a rook for it. Although I was going to be able to trade it off anyway after, so. This will still be guarded. So he takes here. I need to take with, I guess it doesn't matter. I think I can take either way. Okay, let's take here first. And then I'm also threatening the bishop, actually. So that's a bonus. As well as that pawn. Not sure how I want to take here. I think take with the king. I think I'd rather keep the rook here. I'd also just take the bishop first. But I'm not threatening anything after that. So then his knight will probably get away. Here. Do I have anything else? I feel like there almost could be tactical potential here with the fact that the bishop and the knight are under attack. Take here. Here, that's not quite a mate threat. I think I'm just going to take with the king. Although, honestly, do I want to take... Maybe I should just take the bishop first. Then I'm not threatening this pawn anymore. Whereas if I take here, he moves the bishop. I guess he could guard the pawn like that. The bishop is pretty active and it's looking at these potential promotion squares over here, so I think I might take the bishop. Hope that's not a mistake though. Okay, I'm going to take the bishop. Okay, the knight's hopping away. Am I able to stop the knight and trap it? It is trapped if I go here. right? Oh wait, no, he still has this square. Never mind. Anything else? I mean, I can still take this pawn. I mean, he's able to get away, so I don't think... Maybe I go here, he goes here, but then I have to move the rook. So I think I'd just take here. Let's just take this pawn. Oh, never mind. It's not free. I forgot. The queen's guarding. Yep. Don't want to do that. Let's just attack the knight, I guess. Or maybe go here to attack the pawn. He can push it. Am I threatening anything else? Not sure. Okay, I'm just going to go here. Or maybe here. To attack that pawn. And the bishop if he moves his pawn. He kicks me here, I take. He goes here. I can get away. Alright, I'm just going to go here. Can't figure out where I want to go exactly, so I think this seems like an okay spot. Okay, I think I will take the pawn here. Oh, and never mind. By pushing, it's guarded. I forgot about that when I was looking at it. Could go here. Or I could go here and try to trade, but I don't want to go into an endgame with really that much with these passed pawns that he has. And material is equal. Okay, I think I will just attack the knight, and we'll see if we can just chase it away or something. He needs to go there, I think. And then either bring the rook up here, or go here and attack the knight again. If I attack him here, can't go there, he can't go here, he can't go here. So maybe he is trapped. Maybe we do have a... I didn't look one move further, but I think maybe he is trapped, actually. After this additional move. Yeah, I guess I should have checked that one move further, since he was pretty close to getting trapped either way. Oh, never mind, he guards it with that. Okay. Didn't know that was possible at first. How else can I attack there? My knights can't really do much. This bishop is hanging now. Maybe I go here, that double attacks this. Oh, it's not hanging actually. I keep forgetting that the queen is guarding stuff. And also go here and here, but that's not pinned. Need to attack it with a minor piece. I don't really have a good way to do that though. Should I just go like here? I think I like that. If he takes, I have this fork. I'm not sure what else it does, but let's just... I mean, I need to get rid of this knight though, because he is threatening to promote. I think I might need to go here and then here. Oh wait, no, I can capture here if he pushes. If I can... Okay, I'm going to go here, because I need to prevent him from promoting. And then I want to maybe push this pawn. This is a very unusual position though. Like, it's, I don't know. I'm not used to this kind of position. Okay, so we're able to blockade that. I think let's play this. This pawn would move, it might benefit us, or if I could just move my knights. Could also take with the bishop. but I think the knight with the fork is going to be the way to go. He doesn't take, then I have to figure out what I want to do. I could push. We have two defenders. I mean, if he doesn't take, then I could take. Okay, he pins the queen. I can't push now because there's three attackers. Might need to go here. Yeah, so that doesn't work, so I might need to go here. Also, I can just attack the bishop. Let's go here first. Or here we move. The bishop moves, I mean. Now he's able to push this, though. Okay, I'm just going to go here. Okay, now he takes. I think I'm going to go here anyway. Or is there a better way to do it? Yeah, I think here. This pawn pushes, I can... No, I can't take the knight because then he takes the rook. Oh, I could just take the knight with the rook, yeah. So the pawn can't push right now. Okay, I think I'm just going to take the... Oh, never mind. Can't take the bishop because the pin's still... let's just go here and attack his queen. If he gives a check, I can take. Can't come here. Can't come here. Okay, just going to do that. And I am threatening this pawn though. Which... Can't guard it from here. I don't think he can guard it, can he? Yeah, he has to move. Take. Let's take here first. Unless, is there a fork anywhere? Not quite. I take here. Queen takes. There's still no fork, I don't think. I guess I could fork. Take the pawn. No, but the rook can guard it. Okay, I'm just going to take here. Pawn still can't push because then I take the knight. I guess if he pushes again though, maybe he can push. And I go... actually, maybe he is able to push. Let's just drop maybe to here. Actually, no. Let's go here. This knight is still not even really doing much. Maybe I'll bring it out. Here. Think. Okay. Attacks the bishop. Wait, I can go here with a skewer, right? And yeah, I think if he does push the pawn, I need to blockade rather than take the knight. Because if I take the knight and he pushes again, I don't think I have a way to stop it, do I? Yeah, I don't think so. Still need to be aware of any potential fork here, but I don't think it's going to happen at the moment since he has multiple pieces guarding that. Maybe one. Okay, takes. Wait, he's sacking the bishop for the pawn to then get out with check here, I guess, or something. Okay, well, I need to take with the king. Yeah, then he gets out with check. Is there anything I can do there? But he still lost material. And I can go here again. This queen moves. Or I could block with the knight. I do want to get the knight into the game, so maybe I'll just block with the knight. Oh wait, no, but then it's attacked twice here. Could block with this knight, but no, that doesn't seem good. Also, I could just go king up. He's gonna move that down. Don't think there's gonna be a fork still. Okay, let's just go down with it. Because he has to move a piece either way. Let's make him move the queen again, maybe. Yeah. Maybe knight comes back, or this knight comes here to attack. I mean, no, I need to guard the rook. This, then he goes takes there. Okay, let's just move the rook. I can't move it there. Let's just move the rook here. Checking for anything here. There's this. Then he can't come down to this square. Okay, no fork. Wait, no. I think I like. Wait a second. Is there ever a here move take check? No, it doesn't work because the knight can take that. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go here. Very tricky position with the pawn that he has here. If I push this, I'm threatening to go here and win this rook, which is the main defender of the pawn. I think I might play this. Could also go here. Okay, attacks with that rook. I'm not threatening that anymore. Gonna go here. So if he does go there, I can take, because I have the rook and the queen attacking that. Okay, he makes an escape square. Let's just go here and just double attack the pawn. Is there ever a sacrifice here? Check here. Okay, well, this just wins the rook, right? And I'm definitely considering something over here with the queen getting involved. I just have to be really careful about this pawn. Here, queen comes here. King can't move. If we have a way to check him, then he's in big trouble. What if I just take right away? Take. Here. Depends where he is. Yeah, there doesn't work because he's attacking the knight. If he went to the corner, then I could... If he goes to the corner, I could probably do that. Oh my god. That is unfortunate that I somehow didn't notice that. I've been not seeing his queen the entire game, like 10 times. Wow, I thought I was totally winning there. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this. Attack his knight. Yeah. Messed up. Pretty bad with that, just completely blundered. At least I get rid of the pass pawn that he has. But now he has a lot of checks that are going to be pretty unpleasant to deal with, I think. I'm just going to block that one. Okay, he doesn't have that check. Oh, wait, he took... Oh, that's a double attack, dang. After that check. Yeah, that's... not much I can do, I think. Just gonna take... Can't even attack that. I'm just gonna attack. No, there's not much at all I can do. I'm just gonna go here because I'm about to run out of time. Dang, I really messed up. I was actually winning and then I just completely blundered. I thought I had that fork. Alright, but at least we're guarding this square. Kind of. Oh, his knight covers it, so. I could take, if he checks with the rook, I can take with that. But then I would have to move again. After he takes with the queen. Because I don't want to trade it all down because he's up. If he moves the rook at all, then I can try to start checking here. The only thing is this pawn is in the way. I want to be able to cut off this square. Okay, attacks with that. With the knight there. I think I'm just gonna take it. I mean, oh no, but then he has the fork. Never mind. Yeah, I just don't have time. Yeah. Can't go there. To just go here, I guess. Can't check there. I mean, I should probably just resign, but Yeah, I'm just gonna resign because there's no way to have a chance here. Oh, I really messed up with blundering that fork. I mean, it wasn't, he didn't fork me. I blundered. I thought I had a fork, and then I just hung my knight, and I didn't realize the entire time that it was sitting there. Let's check the game review because I think I was winning up until that point. Well, I don't know. I would think I was up a little bit of material because that one point when I won his bishop, which he sacrificed. 74.9 accuracy. He had 80.1. It said I had 2 misses. It doesn't say I have a blunder, but I definitely had a blunder, right? The bar, I was winning a lot, and then it just dropped off a cliff. Which, I mean, that had to be when I hung the knight, right? It wasn't anything else. I can't believe I didn't see that the whole time I was looking at it either. Because normally I notice right after I play, but in that case I did not. I definitely misplayed this also by just allowing him to come into here, which I've done before. I need to not allow that. And then it wants the queen here rather than the rook. It says that I'm winning actually, so maybe I didn't really misplay it, but I always am very uncomfortable in these kind of positions out of the opening where multiple minor pieces are just pressuring and pinning something. It's just hard to find the right moves a lot of times. Queen comes down, that was good. Okay, wanted him to take here. And then I take, oh yeah, I've actually run into this tactic before. Every now and then, and I forget about it. I think I ran into it before when I was playing the Caro-Kann with black, and it was the same kind of pin, but over on the right side as black. Because then if I take here, he can take that. But what if I just take with the rook, though? Because then, oh no, never mind, because he took a piece first, so that's just losing, yeah. I cannot take with the rook, so I would have lost a piece there. And then he did, I was looking at this move, and I didn't think he would actually play it, but then he immediately did play it, sacking the knight there to maintain the pin. And then I figured, okay, well, we need to guard with the knight, and that's exactly what happened. But it was still very tricky to deal with this. It says we're kind of even, black's winning a little bit. Okay, taking wasn't good here. It preferred me to actually push this pawn all the way forward. That's very strange to me. Because we're not even kicking the queen. We're removing our ability to ever kick the queen out. It wants him to go back anyway. I really have no clue what this move is about. Show follow-up. Okay, these are almost the same moves that we ended up playing. Yeah, that was almost the exact same sequence that we played. Except the pawn just was 1 square forward. So that was inaccurate. Yeah, I can't say that I understand why it wants it 1 square forward rather than kicking him. But here, we're a little closer to equal. Black's winning a little bit, and then after I didn't play that, it went down decent amount. It's -2 actually. Okay, but yeah, we played these same moves, or slightly different actually, because I guess he didn't do this. It wants him to take, miss a chance to win a knight. The knight is guarded, so what am I missing? Here. Oh, and then he pins it with that, and I don't have a way to defend it? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That would have been good of him to play. He did not see that, so that was his miss. Then he forked this, but that was a mistake. Taking the pawn was best. Taking the bishop was best. And then it wanted me to trap the knight quicker. So this whole sequence led to the knight getting trapped. That's why it was a mistake, I think, because I get the bishop and the knight. But I didn't trap it quick enough. At first I targeted this pawn, thinking I couldn't trap it after it went here, but I didn't realize that one more move, the rook actually does trap it, so we do that. Oh wait, never mind, I forgot he did push the pawn to save it. But we're up 2.5, plus 2.5 on the elo. On the, not the elo, the eval. Okay, it wanted the queen to come down. What does the queen coming down threaten? Because I can't, I mean, would I sack the rook for the knight? Like if he plays a random move. Oh, I take here. Oh, I take here because then I can take the knight. Yeah, never mind. I didn't realize I could threaten that. That's a nice tactic to threaten. Remove the defender there. That says brilliant. If he takes, we just take here. Or with it prefers with the queen, but yeah. But I couldn't have done that here. Or could I have? Here? Because if he takes... But then he threatens the rook first. So then the rook... Oh yeah, and that's guarded. Okay. So actually he would have gotten out of this. Because then the rook's hanging, the knight's hanging, so we take here. That's brilliant, apparently. A lot of brilliant, potential brilliant moves. Queen takes. Knight comes back. Okay, now it's equal, but I didn't see any of those tactics. So instead, I played there because I wanted to blockade if he pushed the pawn. That was the idea behind that. But it says inaccurate. And then there he pushed that, but he blundered. He blundered this pawn, but I didn't actually notice. How did I not notice that? Dang, I missed so much stuff. I kept missing whatever his queen was looking at. For some reason, I couldn't see it. And then when it was off in the corner here later, obviously that was my big blunder. But I also don't think I saw this. Yeah, that was one of my misses. Okay, they wanted me to take with the pawn instead of the knight here. Okay, that was good. We win this pawn. So I'm up plus 2.2. So I'm actually looking really good here. Dropping back with the queen there was best. This was best. Yeah, that was inaccurate because he allowed for this skewer. And then he just sacked the bishop. And then I came back with the bishop. That was best. Okay, I'm playing a lot of best moves. I think I was playing pretty well for these moves, it looks like. But I did start getting under a minute on my time here. And then I literally did not register this whatsoever. I instantly was like, oh, I guess he just hung this fork. Like, I was looking for this fork for a long time, and then he moved over it, and I thought that it worked. And then he waited for a while. He was like, I guess he thought maybe he was missing something that I saw. But no, I just didn't even notice. Yeah, he waited like a minute looking at that before he actually captured. And then it wanted the knight here, because if he takes, I take here with check, I guess. We trade down and we're equal material. But I'd be worried about this pawn trading down, and I guess I just blockade it. The eval is, even after I blundered this, it's minus 1.78, so it's not completely lost. But then after I didn't find that correct knight move, now it is. Yeah, and then just the checks that he had, and this, and then I ran out of time, and I guess I didn't really have a good option anyway here. But yeah, he was able to fork the queen, and then I just had to resign. So really just came down to this. I went from +4 to -2 almost because I blundered this knight, which is a huge swing, like a 6-point swing from just a knight, which is crazy actually. So that knight was doing a lot of work. I'm up +3 materially here, but I had the +4.1 advantage. And then, yeah, down to -2 almost. Yeah, I think that's all that came down to. Aside from this move, I played mostly okay. I did miss some hanging stuff, like the hanging pawn that was there. I missed what the queen was guarding several times, including my blunder. Were there other major mistakes? Yeah, he made some mistakes, like hanging the pawn there. That was a mistake. We found a couple tactics like the skewer. In this period, this little sequence around here, I was apparently playing pretty well. Even though I was pretty worried about this pawn getting to the end, especially with the knight covering the promotion square. Oops, I skipped around, but yeah, we had such a nice advantage. So just have to not blunder, but it's easier said than done. But yeah, I mean, this was one of the worst blunders I think I've had lately. I haven't really been hanging pieces too often, but in this case, all game I was just blind to the queen, and then we just hung the knight, thinking that I was gonna win a bunch of material. I was all happy about that, thinking, okay, we're gonna be up the rook now too, or at least like the exchange for the rook because he can capture back. And then I was planning on maybe trying to sack and go for a checkmate over here. And then when he captured this, I was just like very shocked. I did not realize that was a possibility. Okay, so yeah, I think that was about it. We're down to 1267, so we're still, we're still up in new high territory, still up getting near 1300. But we lost a little bit of elo there, and yeah, this has been day 111. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on day 112.